We be rolling, they be hating. We're drinking tea on TDB. Drinking tea on TDB. Yeah.
Welcome. Here for some tea. We're gonna be going from my private stash today. Some WuyiOrigin Laocong Shuixian, which is a regular drinker for me.
Nice.
Bought this a few years ago, so I don't know. We'll say it's 2017 plus or minus 2 years.
Sure. Sounds reasonable. What's your experience in terms of these Wuyis holding up over time?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
They definitely do change a bit, and if you're a fan of the roasty flavor,
right,
then you're gonna lose a little bit of that over time. But if you want to get more at the original character of the tea and stuff like that, and get a little bit more complexity, in my opinion, then a couple of years is a really good time to wait.
And that's going to be a function mostly from an aging perspective of the roast. So your roasted oolongs or roasted teas in general probably are going to just hold up a little bit better over time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not even really like they're holding up better. It's just you're almost like changing the profile of the flavors themselves such that those flavors themselves don't degrade as quickly compared to something like really fresh green JD Oolong, for example. So yeah.
Yep. All right.
Let's do it.
Take a smell of that.
Chocolatey. Sweet. Maybe a little bit of fruity. And gonna be some rock taste. Rock licking gerbils. Here we come.
Yeah. This one's for you. Looking out for you, Gerbil Mike.
Gerbil Mike. Sounds like a prison name.
Prison name.
Yeah. Just like a guy who's got a gerbil in prison.
A guy that's got a gerbil.
His name's Mike.
Are you sure it's not a human that looks a bit like a gerbil?
These are asking the important questions here on TDB.
If you know the answer, comment.
Yeah.
If your mom knows the answer, let her know and have her comment.
Ooh. Smells great. Nice and dark.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So in terms of quantity of material to Gaiwan volume, James.
Yeah, as you saw, I just kind of eyeballed it. I filled this to about 2/3 full.
Yes.
Which is maybe a little bit less than I normally do. Yeah, I like these teas with a lot of leaf, so
right.
I believe in packing it pretty good. You can pack it almost totally full if you want. You just got to keep these steeps appropriately short.
Totally.
So.
Yeah, and what you could do is maybe use left leaf if you're trying to make the last little bit of Wuyi you have.
If you're a noob.
Yeah. If you're a weak ass beep. But you know you could do that and then put them in clay, so they'll be a little bit hotter, a little bit more intense. Get that from the heat.
Yeah.
Smells very good. Really pretty. And yeah, really dark. My gosh. Little algae vibe going on. Some tea to cleanse the nostrils. Salute.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. See, I knew it was happening this time. Can't get me no mo.
Cheerio. Not today.
Charcoaly. Definitely has that kind of cacao thing going on.
Yeah. Good amount of rock taste too.
Yeah.
I think the last tea we had, Wuyi, we had, it doesn't quite match that in terms of like just sheer minerals
like
and rockiness.
Stand out.
Yeah.
Phenom. Really good. I love that roast. You know, we're in fall, but we've had the craziest October, so it's like really sunny out and nice. It still feels like it's drinking green light teas, but this feels seasonally like we're on, fall. This feels like Halloween tea.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be there in a couple of weeks at this point. This episode very well might be released after Halloween or right around there. So
who the hell knows?
Yeah.
It's up for the producers to decide.
Yeah, that's it, right. NBC.
Stewie, come home. Stewie. Really nice. Hint of bitterness at the end of it that I'm enjoying. Definitely some good charcoal vibes. Strong on the rock taste. I'd say this often, but these teas have so much on the nose, and then in the cup they're so radically different. Another version of that is what I think of when I think of Phoenix, but in a different way. So anyway, I really enjoy that. I think it adds a diversity to the experience that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with teas tasting like they smell, of course.
No.
It's just a unique attribute to these teas.
Yeah. For me, this Wuyi is one that I have quite frequently, maybe once every other week or so. And, and for me, it's more or less my standard. So for me, this tastes very straight down the line of what I look for in a Wuyi.
Yeah.
I don't know if that differs from your experience, Denny, but I like this kind of level of roast.
Totally.
And this level of, like, mellowed outness. So for me, it really does hit the spot.
Yeah, I agree. This is just classic. I like it. Some of these teas have kind of an acorny fattiness to them a little bit. Not necessarily in texture, but in flavor. That roast that's a bit nutty. It's really nice. And lots of charcoal on this. I mean, not like too much at all. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a charcoal roast, but it has those intense flavors. I could see this aging quite well.
Yeah. You got a SAT word for the kids? You can simmer on that. Yeah. The acorn nutty, I like that. For me, also the thing I really like about this tea too is, in contrast to the previous Wuyi brought on,
Punctate.
Punctate. All right, there you go. Punctate.
It's a great word.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Punctuated.
Yeah. That's why I only got the score I got on the reading portion of the SAT. Anyways, I was saying that I think this tea is just a little bit sweeter than the other Wuyi we brought on. And so for me, it balances it slightly more. The other tea that we had, the Wuyi we had, was so intense in that rock taste. It was really interesting. Yeah, they're both really good, but
totally.
Yeah, this to me qualifies a little bit closer to a daily drinker sort.
Yeah, I agree. Really enjoying the residual flavor on this one. You can kind of just sit there and keep drinking it. So, really nice. These teas they're intense, but they're kind of mellow. I don't know. And, easy drinking. This is good.
Yeah.
Salute.
Cheerio.
Interestingly, the roast is getting stronger, but I'm almost tasting more sweetness too.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's nice. This one has a bit more sweetness, in my opinion. I'm not sure how to place it, but almost just kind of like sugary sweet, frankly.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get to the fruit sweetness.
Right.
That maybe like a Rogue or something might get a little closer to.
Right. But... wonderfully chocolatey. Not in the texture, but just in the cacao flavor itself. Really nice.
Yeah.
Really clean, really smooth. Not necessarily like viscous either. Not light, but...
Yeah, just kind of middle of the road. Mm-hmm. The thing I also like about these teas too, and I think maybe perhaps one of the reasons they suit kind of the autumn-winter season too, is it does feel very warming and comfortable in a way that is, I think, a little bit different than other sorts of oolongs.
Yeah.
Like the Phoenix or Taiwanese oolongs.
Definitely.
I mean, some Taiwanese oolongs, maybe like a very roasty one,
Sure.
could be a little bit more on the warming side.
Yeah.
But for me, the Wuyi fits very squarely into that sort of category.
Totally. In your day of drinking teas, where would you put this in your sort of daily drinker routine if you're going to have more than one tea, let's say?
On Wednesdays. I mean,
of course.
If I'm going to have more than one tea, I think this tea could go probably around the middle. Usually I'll go light to dark, so it kind of depends where I want to go. But if I opened up with the Taiwanese oolong, like a Shalnishi or something, this would be a good second.
Totally.
If I intend to drink mostly like darker pours or aged pours, then this might actually be good to have first. So kind of depends what you want to have.
Totally, yeah. I think this would be a great tea to contrast against something kind of bright like a jade oolong. Mom test?
Sure.
I don't know. It's
maybe brewed slightly differently.
Yeah. Although I think how you bring is great. It's not too like potent, no mouth puckering tannin thing at all, really. I think that the viscosity is pretty light too, honestly. So I wonder.
It might pass it, but not with flying colors. You know.
Yeah.
It's a B- student.
It's a very uncommon flavor palette profile. I mean, just there are not a lot of flavors that taste like this. Maybe some sort of mushroomy thing.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, that's why the rock licking gerbils have their own.
They have the market cornered.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Last sips. Cheerio.
Cheerio, good mate.
This just reminds me of like a good tasting restaurant tea. You know, like one that actually is tasty.
You know, I often get that comparison with the Wuyi teas. A lot of people make that remark, and maybe it's because of like the oxidation and the roast level tends to be kind of about this level.
Yeah. Yeah, this just reminds me of like being berated by a lady with a cart of dumplings.
Yeah, that's definitely a
favorite.
top 5 bottom filling right there.
My favorite experience. Honey, I think we should get. But you do want some dumplings? They're great.
Sorry, we had to cut that. Denny got a little inappropriate.
It was. Yeah, we get canceled on Twitter. Yum. This was WuyiOrigins.
Correct. Yeah.
So, give them a shot. Man, like, just as like a business practice, it's so good to have a niche. And anyway, so yes, they do a great job.
They put it right in the name. What are you gonna get there? You can get Wuyi.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just I would recommend going there and just getting anything you want because it's going to be good. So check them out. For more tea related content, go onto Google. Don't subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's probably not going to be good for you.
Are we doing the contrarian thing again?
Yeah, it's reverse psychology.
Yeah, it's terrible for you.
Don't like
bad
the
health
video.
benefits. We should really do a video on the negative health benefits of
the
TVB.
toxicity of tea.
Yeah.
Except for people would actually just believe it because people who believe so much in like the elixir aspect of tea, and you know who you are, you astrology loving weirdos. Shots fired! Shots
Now
fired.
we're really gonna get canceled, my friend. But while we're at it, I'm coming for you too.
I'm throwing the gerbils under the bus. Oh no, gerbil.
No, we'll stick
Michael.
the gerbils on the astrologers.
Very good. Well, anyway, if you made it this far and you're subscribed, bless you. And, yeah. How do we do this again? Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Subscribe, like the video.
Yeah.
Go to tdb.org.
Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
Do the stuff. But seriously, go to the website because James continues to do awesome content. If you want to learn anything about tea, do that. It's great. He's the guru. I am but a peasant. And here for comedic relief. And we'll see you guys